This is the Metaphysical Spheres Owner's Manual and User's Guide. See, what does an owner's manual do? Well, it tells you about a basic breakdown of what something is and how it comes together. Now for the come on, chair. First off, it starts like this. These are inexpensive. They're this acrylic plastic is actually pretty good. This is just regular cheap plastic. I've told everyone that from the first day. I don't offer false perception. I'm not going to lie to you about anything. Anybody can be wrong about something, but I work hard to make sure I don't. As a matter of fact, some of the stones that we have, I've told Deanna that she ought to, on the website, that she ought to take them and put them in water and then let them sit there and tell the people that, you know, they've been dipped in water, and so it's showcasing some of their color. She doesn't like doing that. It bothers her, you know. So and it's her website, it's her business. So I backed out of it, but I want to show you something here. And the reason why she does that is she does not want to ever think she's lying. Okay, it has to do with honor. There's no deception there whatsoever. Now, if you look at this, okay, this is, let me, before I tell you what it is, just look at this stone. This is some very good lapis from Afghanistan. And you turn it around. Over here, you can see more of it. That is good lapis. Looks kind of dirty, a little rough. The blues are just so much you can't see too much of the shiny silver type pyrite. Now this, remember what this looks like. Now go like this. Dip it in the water. Now you see how that blue is blue? If you take any stone you get from us and you dip it in, you know, these regular stones, you dip it in water, you'll see how strong they are. We buy them raw, and they're usually cleaned already. If not, we'll clean them. But there's always a little bit of dust and stuff around it. But here, look at this. That is beautiful lapis. That's what we sell. But if you look at it, the picture on the website, it does not really show its color, its true color. So I want you to know what you're buying, you know, how beautiful it really is. We sell our stone, but it's if you don't see it like this, it's you're missing some of the beauty of it. And see, right now it's starting to dry off, and now it's starting to go away. If you were to polish this stone, it would be the most beautiful, almost solid, deep, dark blue. But like anything else, feel it. Feel the energy in it. It's going right into the pineal, but a little bit on the, it's affecting the left side of my brain, coming off the pineal, going around the brain stem. That's where I've, the original first being male, when I was getting ready to go at them, what caused me to have to go at them and kill them, that's where he screwed me up. He transmutated a piece of my brain. Anyway, that's some of the lapis. Now, other crystals like, here's some citrine. That's beautiful citrine. Some of it's darker. Stone, like people, have character, different character. Each one of these stones puts out slightly different frequencies. This one has beautiful, you know, citrine inside of it. It's also got more of the quartz in it. Okay, so we have a sphere. We glue these together. Okay, we want them not coming apart. We want them to stay together. Okay. Then we take two of these, one at a time, and then we work with something like this, a similar substructure, to where it we can build a sphere with different stuff in it. Depending on what kind of sphere we're making and the person that's getting the sphere. So we use two sheets. Two sheets of this, and this is 1,000%. I mean, if there is such a thing, I'm trying to make a point. That's pure copper. And it's not paper thin. Well, it's not, I shouldn't say that. There's some, I've seen people that sell foil. It's like copper, they call it copper. And there's some kind of clear plastic or something thing with a copper coating on it. I mean, it's just, that's not copper. It's got a little copper in there, but it's so thin, you rub in your hands and it literally comes to pieces. Is copper flaking or something? No, no thanks. Okay, so what we do in most of the spheres, they're generators. Not all of them. The spheres, different kinds we have. I had to write all this stuff down. My lungs are kicking right now. I've got this video and one more, and hopefully I'll never make another video. I gotta get out of here. 1,100 of them I've made. I mean, come on, you know. Different ones we have: dragon sphere, dragon energy sphere, unicorn energy sphere. The understanding nexus sphere has got a ton. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. Well, no, let's talk about it now. Understanding and nexus. The understanding is literally produced in the hypothalamus gland with some help from the heart energy. Now, this is a nice chunk of celestite. I have that here for a reason. But what we do... here's one of the pieces of celestite. We buy a ton of stones, tons of stones. If you look at this one piece of celestite, you see all the small crystals in it? This is what we hammer to pieces for the celestite. Bigger chunks sometimes, and then sometimes you need the small little crystals and mix them together. A lot of our stone... But anyway, the nexus sphere of understanding, is that, what do we call it now? I changed it to make it the understanding nexus sphere. It's where understanding comes together and flows through the one area. We put it for that sphere, we have a lot of the celestite in it. Now, also understanding, what do we need? Knowledge, data. Here's some very nice amethyst, okay? It's a higher crystal. It's not so much like the chevron, but there is just a tiny bit of that in there. Chevron, amethyst, it's slower moving, but it's thick and retains a little bit of knowledge. The stuff that's more crystal moves it quicker, gives you a little extra clarity, and that's really strong. So I just showed you that amethyst. Well, sometimes I want to use a big piece of amethyst. It all depends on what I'm creating with the sphere. And Deanna knows how to do this. She's been doing it forever now. Okay, whatever. She's been doing it for a while. Whatever you need is, we know how much to put in there. Now, there's other people on this planet that are source, that can see all this stuff the same way, plus other people who are not source, beautiful souls, some essence, that see this and they can put it together. The difference is in cranking it up at the end. Okay? You do not... If you do not go to the spiritualfoundation.com and buy anything, and you want to wake up, you're still going to wake up. It's still going to happen. It's not necessary for you to have to go there. Will it help you, enhance you in every possible way? Hell yes. All we can't do is make you force you to do it. You all have more free will than you've ever had before. Okay, so anyway, we have different stones. In the center, we'll put some star essonite. Where's that one piece? I asked Deanna to give me a nice piece of that, and she did. My problem is dealing with myself. Star essonite itself looks a little different. Those of you that know me, you know I'm having problems. So I've been told I was going to get out of this body ever since October 28th, 2015. I could feel where it was being made to happen, and then of course it never did. I'm still here, but now that's finally winding down. I've had some nice chunk. Well, here, this is a huge piece, okay? This is some strong star essonite. I'll hold that right there. Just relax for a minute. Take a nice, full, relaxed breath. Look at it. Feel it. Reach out to it. Just reach yourself out and go to it. You can surround it. Feel it. That's star essonite. It's a metaphysical power generator. I'll explain it in a minute. One thing I didn't mention in the when I talked about the latest, probably last sphere I ever made. I mean, to be added to the different categories of spheres, is the grieving sphere. This is some fouchite, and it's got a little bit of green aventurine in it, just a little bit. But this fouchite is awesome. And fouchite, when you hold it, or the energy comes out and goes with it, like you take some dragon egg star essonite, put the green with it, just relax. Well, that goes inside your body, and then it literally goes boom, boom, up to your head, then straight down. But as it does it, it creates a solid rod, and it gives strong balance inside your body. So anyway, now with the dragon egg and the boy, I'm having issues with the dragon egg star essonite and the regular star essonite. Star essonite, this is very good, high quality, high crystal star essonite. See a little Georgia clay kind of look over there. If you look at it, that's crystals. That's a bunch of very small little crystals. Flow good energy. Now this has got star. This is literally star material. It's part of the planet Arae, and the star material happens to be from the star that was named Raol, R-O, apostrophe O-L. That was her spirit mate, her universal essence spirit mate. So the energy from the star essonite is super smooth. Now this, the dragon egg star essonite, you see how there's it's a little more crystal. They're bigger, clearer crystals. And then also on the other side, you see how it's got that harder coating? The coatings look different. This is thicker, almost like it was a shell of an egg, like dragon egg. If you see one of these pieces of stone, how it often looks when you dig it out of the ground or pick it up, you'll notice that it's like it's got a coating on it, and the coating is very strong. That's more star material. There's more roll than Arae. There's more star than planet. My lungs are flowing really free, but My brain's having issues. Anyway, so what happens when you have that inside a sphere? You go up to the sphere like this, and your energy, you put your energy, the energy comes out of your palms and your fingertips, okay? And it goes into it. And then when it does, it goes into the star Essenite, or dragon egg star Essenite. And your energy goes in and it says hello to Arae, the largest planet there ever was, the first planet, 270 times the mass of Jupiter. 242, wow, my brain is gone. I think it was 242 times the mass of Jupiter. If not, it was a little bigger than that. And I'm really fighting myself here. And so she's super strong. The gravity, imagine the gravity on that planet. Look at the Earth compared to Jupiter. Multiply that times a minimum of 240. So she's the strongest planetary essence there's ever been, ever will be, I expect. So anyway, there's also part of Gaia in there, okay, Mother of the Earth, the planetary essence that's inside the Earth. So when you put your energy in there, the female loving mother energy from a planet, her energy comes out and goes into you. You put your energy in there. That's like ringing a doorbell. Then she comes out, goes inside you. She is so strong that when she goes into your body, she has to pull more of who you are hanging outside of the top of your body. There's a filter up here above the upper crown, and she pulls more of you through that and into your body to match what she's to match her own energy that's in there to keep you balanced. And then the star energy that's in there from her universal essence mate, star essence, Roll, he's in there. These are names that they gave me, okay? What's a name? You've had what? 200 billion lives? How many names have you had? At least that many, I guess. So anyway, it goes into you. Now, when a star Essenite, when Gaira's energy comes out and comes out of the sphere and goes into you, she's going to increase your energy over 1,000%. Okay. If you're sick, she's not going to put that much out because that's a little more than what your body can deal with. If you're malnourished, she's going to hold back most all of her energy because it would hurt you. You need to eat. And then the star energy, same thing. Okay? So, and if you're doing drugs, then she's going to, hard drugs. I don't mean getting stoned a lot. I mean, if you're doing chemicals and stuff, if you're really hurting your body and your body's screwed up, and she's going to hold back her energy. This energy coming out, it's not live wires. It's not two live wires from an electrical outlet. It's sentient. It's spirit, sentient energy. And she takes her energy, not her spirit, but her energy from that spirit, and it puts it inside you. So there's not another person in there, but her energy goes inside your body. She can control it, do what she wants with it from outside the body. So when she does that, and then plus pulls more of you in there, your core energy just gets super strong, flushes out what people call chakras. I just call them energy focal points. All right, I do everything very simple, understandable for people around here in the U.S., and a lot of my stuff has already been translated into other languages. That'll keep going. Okay, this information is important for everybody. Not just this, I mean the books. The most important thing I could do, I don't know, I can't say that. There's 3 things that were super important, but one of the most important things I had to do was give you the information on who you are and where you came from, and who this God thing actually was. There's no such thing as God. There's just us, family. Thanks, that's weird. I've had all new wiring run all through the house, a whole new 200 amp breaker box. And every once in a while I get a little smack out of here. It's kind of funny, a little hello. It's easy for spirit to mess with electrical stuff, okay? Like in those ghost hunter stuff, a lot of times they access the energy that's in the batteries. So they can get, you know, pull up a little extra energy and try to create a darkish aura so you can see them. And when they pull their energy together, what color is it? It's like a charcoal black. All this stuff is simple. Ghosts, folks, that's just people somewhat like you when you're out of a body. Either you or someone like you when you're out of a body. You can be a quote-unquote ghost when you're out of your body. This, all it is someone free. Anyway, so as Gyra's going through you, and then Star Essence goes inside you too, and usually that's about a 300% increase. And then Gaia's energy, she helps whatever's the part of her that's in there. It helps focus more of that energy to your body, but it's not really a body power increase. But she does help you to, you know, work with that energy. She helps you absorb it, let it go through you. So that's why these spheres are so strong. I can take a piece of star essonite, a piece of selenite, and then a piece of lapis, wrap it in some pure copper foil. What does copper do? Move energy. Some spheres we put 5 sheets of this in there. Some of them just 2. So unless we made one really long, 2's the minimum. Anyway, so different stones are relative to different parts of your body. Okay, lapis. Okay, this is really good lapis lazuli. Let me show you. See what it really looks like when you get it wet if it was polished. When you wet a stone, that's kind of what it looked like polished, except it looked nicer polished. That's beautiful lapis from Afghanistan. But we sell most of our stones, we sell raw. It's got a little more of a hit to it when it's raw. But if you would go to buy it, usually that's what they show you on the internet. Deanna doesn't do that. She's really hung up on giving you what's, you know, honest. Because when you buy the stones from us, you see it and you say, oh, that's not what I saw in the picture. Well, you know, when you get a stone from us, take it, look at it, dip it in the water, and that's a true stone. That's what it really is. Then you feel the energy from it's really strong. Now, lapis works really good with the pineal. Okay, that's already well known by people who have been waking up playing with stones. They're not really sure why. They know lapis, energy, pineal, there's a connection, and they're right. But what's going on is the frequencies that are in lapis lazuli, it's Gaia's energy, but because of the makeup of the stone, when Gaia's energy goes through it, when you hold a stone like this, Gaia's energy goes through it into your body, goes into your core, and it goes to the pineal on the back of the brainstem. Back here, it's in the middle, but on the back side, if I could go inside my brain, it'd be there. Excuse me. Now the pineal gland itself, your spirit, excuse me, your spirit is what runs your body. Your heart keeps beating. Unless you're like me, your lungs keep breathing. Unless you're like me. A little joke. I just can't wait till they stop. I'm right about there. Anyway, the material that's in a stone, when your spirit that's in your body, because it's your spirit running your body. Think of your body being a robot, a little toy robot. You know what runs it? The battery, where it is, what it is. It's you. It's your spirit and your body. Book number 3, the orange one over there, of the creation series. I explain all that in detail. Where it starts, how it flows through the body, where emotions and fear come from, how to deal with them. There's never been that. There's never been any of this stuff I'm telling you, except saying that pineal something like lapis lazuli is good for the pineal. Now back to this, and there's no yay jay. I'm telling you flat out the importance of the information I had to come here to leave for you. For you. You don't. If you go to the spiritualfoundation.com, you'll see some nice stuff, but you'll say, "Man, the price is crazy." I've cranked all this stuff up. So is Deanna. The most powerful source there is anywhere. Okay. So that's what your Grandpa Jay is. It's Arae. Okay, the first being male part, the male part of the first being. So that brings an additional charge. However, the stone quality is really good too. But when you look at it, it doesn't make sense. You don't have to get the stone from us. But if you get that stone, it'll crank up. It'll work with the other stones. Okay, now that you put in there, and you put your hands in there, it's still going to work. You can build your own spheres, but if you look at the different stones we have set up that work with a different type of sphere, dragon sphere, unicorn sphere, there's different reasons for that understanding. Sphere of relaxation and joy. Just look at the stones that we list. We don't list all of them. Okay, what restaurant where they're known for making incredibly good food are going to give you every part of the recipe? I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. But I give you enough to where you know the main ingredients, and you can buy those stones for yourself and put them in your pocket. So there's free information on the at the website. You don't have to buy anything. If you do, it's going to help the hell out of you. Those rune cards, man, you'll have no idea. That's different symbols that have been used on different planets. I know I brought them there. Anyway, so there's if you look at the name of the sphere, the description of it, and then some of the stones that are in there, folks, that's a lot of good free information. Go to a store, look at them. You feel good about them, buy them. Free. Costs you nothing but going to the website. So some people are upset that we don't just give them everything we make, and tough. You know, they can come over my house and cut my lawn and feed me, do my laundry. If they have to put anything out, then they start screaming. But if they're not screaming about that, then they're demanding of you. It's because they're selfish little children. Anyway, it's a nice little piece of amethyst. Amethyst is related to knowledge, gaining data for wisdom. It's part of the energy that you're going to find, the frequencies that you're going to find information in. That's in the field. What they call the Akashic Records, folks. It's not the Akashic Records is not a place. It's just information floating everywhere in the field, all around you all the time. There's no door to knock on. Anyway, so the different stones we use, they're relative to like a different part of the body usually, or to your energy. This is more about energy, but it is relative to the brain. A lot of people have amethyst plus citrine coming out their crowns. Now back to the lapis. There's something I want to finish here. Your spirit is what's inside the body. It has the way it moves through the body, through the brain. And again, book 3, I explain everything, how your body functions. This neurologist, looking at the information I've offered them, wanting to know about what's going on. How does this brain work? You don't think they have questions? And they're finding some tired old fart in overalls has got the answer, at least for them to start understanding what's going on. Then they'll use their high-tech equipment, start following it around. This is your awakening. This is the end of my job here. So when I'm done, I have to do things on the other side. I have responsibilities there. And I'm very late, in my opinion, whatever. Part of me wanted me to stay here and get the third book and everything done, and I understand. That part of me is correct, but I'm anxious to make some changes. Anyway, the actual material substance of lapis lazuli, when your spirit puts this energy down, goes through the hypothalamus, and then goes into the pineal. When you hold lapis and that energy goes inside you, it literally goes into the pineal gland, and those frequencies activate the pineal gland. The way the pineal gland is built is weird. Okay, it's not a solid mass like a pea. It's got, you know, like chambers and stuff, a chamber with things coming out in it. It's interesting. But anyway, that energy goes into there and then allows the pineal gland to receive, to perceive multidimensional images, to see multidimensionally, to see folks running around the other side. So, knowledge of these frequencies, what they do, and physical materials and what they do, okay, you can get that from the field, going everywhere. The information's there. You can get it from your spirit guides helping you. A lot of stuff you can feel through your body yourself. But putting the right stones together for the right function and seeing all the frequencies involved, that's the power of these spheres. The only thing that'll help you wake up, the only thing that'll help make you stronger and empower your meta abilities, your metaphysical abilities, is a crank up from source. You know, that's the only thing. So, that's their value. Okay, and it's got stones, copper, and energy in there, and a plastic container. There's the owner's manual, and now part of the user's guide. Damn. Give me just a minute here. The stones that we have here are the best that can be found on the planet. There's literally tons and tons of stone. Tons and tons. I don't mean a lot and a lot. I mean by weight, tons and tons of stone right here in the property. And plus where we get the stuff. It's a little place that only 2 people know about, myself and Deanna. Anyway, so understanding and seeing all this stuff is how I came up with the information I give you. I didn't read in a book. I've written books about it, but I didn't read in a book. How your body works, the energy, where it came from. As I mentioned a minute ago, those neurologists, man, neuroscientists, I mean, there are so many people, scientists in this scientific and medical field that are into this information. It's just, what the hell? That quantitative electroencephalogram that Martin Para had done with me to help us both out helping people, but he really did it to help me. And Martin, I appreciate the hell out of it, you know that. And they just see the results, and it's just like, that's impossible. Never seen before. You all need to know who the hell you are and what you can do. And you all are getting stronger, and you're going to get a lot of help getting stronger. It's time. So, the Wicked Witch is dead. The wicked original first being male and female. The wicked ones. So, Oh, and these things, we got hundreds of these. Different sizes, clarities, energies. You put it together, you build a sphere that you crank up hard, and while you sleep, that Essonite, the star Essonite plus the star energy, the Gera, they're in you, working on you while you're sleeping. So some people can put it right next to them. Some people need to have it 10 foot away. It's okay. If it's there, it's working you out. You can take it to work. As long as you're not in a cubicle and it's so close that it bothers you. If it is, after a while, you're going to start feeling your head get really thick. If it is, just push it away. Next break, go put it in your car. They work. Period. Now, some of them, there's some of them like, let's take a heart sphere. I make them strong. When you take your arms around a heart, put your hands around a heart sphere, we'll pretend this pineal sphere is a heart sphere. I'll fix the energy in it. When I think of it as a heart sphere and I move my hands around, I'm actually affecting the energy in it, but that's okay. To prove a point, I've taken plastic combs and cranked them up with some energy, and people could feel it. Source is every frequency that's been made, every frequency that's been exposed, released, and a lot more. Dragon and unicorn energy came out of nowhere, out of Lily and Arae when they first met. Lily and I first met, there was a big burst. Somebody said to me, I'm not talking about Jay. Okay, I'm talking about, I know who I am inside. And if y'all look in a mirror and see your face, and then stare right, then go from there right into your pupils, that's the real you. And when you do that, you're going to notice that who you are in those pupils is more serious than how the body acts. Okay? Do we have feelings and love and everything? Yes. But are we more serious? Yes. Anyway, give me just a minute here. I'm going to switch around a little bit. So in these spheres, we put star Essonite in the middle with some selenite, high vibration. Lots of times we're using some of the celestite, which is for understanding. Strong with the hypothalamus gland, a little amethyst. And then we crank them up put our source in there, and then do it again, or extend the crank up. After we do that, then we come out, giving it the frequencies that's most important for that person. Sometimes I pull the energy out, increasing the area that it covers. Sometimes I'm doing something different for part of the person's brain it's going to. But they just but they just sit next to you. There's no batteries, no electrical cord. You don't charge them in the sun. You don't get them activated. That's silly. There's no such thing as activation. Stones have within them the spirit from the planet, from the planet that they were originally part of. You don't activate spirit. It's there. Okay, there's no such thing as that. If you're able to crank something up, that means your source. Okay? If you can crank something up and source, it'll stay there. This John of God thing, he was not source, or he's not source. His primary archangel was, putting some energy in a crystal, and then it wouldn't last more than 2 weeks at the best. And then when it got to somebody, when they bought it, then that person's personal angel went ahead and cranked the person's back up and made them feel like they were feeling other energy. It's God. No, this God thing is dead as of May of 2013. So, and those archangels, those initial ones, except for Michael, And one other one, which is what they call Lucifer, which is nothing what people think they are. Lucifer was the first one protecting you. The first one. When Lucifer was made, he was the only thing anywhere protecting you. The original first being male and female were not. So, anyway. Now, using these things, the power-up spheres, they just put energy out everywhere. If it's within 8 feet of you when you're sleeping, it's cranking you up hard. They're made to energize your whole body. It has a ton of Essenite, it has a ton of star Essenite in there, selenite and other stuff, cranking you up to make you strong, and whatever other stones we feel necessary, but it's a ton of star Essenite of one sort or another. We use a lot of the dragon egg star Essenite now more than the regular Essenite. There was one mine of that really nice star Essenite that, you know, I had to dig it out, pickaxe. And I've been too sick to do that for a long time. So, for a few years. Oh, anyway, so they're the generators. Your energy goes in there, says hello, rings the doorbell, and they come out and go inside you, not your spirit. And then you don't have any other spirit inside you whatsoever, just energy. And it's so strong it goes inside, pulls more of you inside, which is your spirit, than the energy coming off of it. Somebody just made a comment, and I'm going to ignore it. The light blinking on and off. There was someone trying to make a point, and he's wrong anyway. So anyway, excuse me just a second. Okay, that's enough for him. Shut up and sit down. Anyway, where were we? Sometimes people talk, they won't shut up. I've had Tier call in, just, you know, telepathically, just call in. Sometimes in the middle of a video and I couldn't hear to, I'd be talking and thinking or doing something else and I'd miss it. And of course, he's a very polite person. And then someone else, sometimes if it's really important, Deanna will come in and say, Jay, you know, you gotta talk to Tier real quick. Or someone else, family member, one of the councilman number 10 of the main draw council. He's, spiritually speaking, my energy, he's one of my sons. Anyway, so the thing with it now, using it, the energy, these max power spheres, you get close, you can feel it, have a little fun, leave it near you, it's cranking you up, making you strong. The whole idea of the max power spheres is to crank you up, man, make you strong. There's the max power sphere, then there's the full body, the max power full body sphere, which has a little less star Essenite, and but it's got some yellow aventurine for the solar plexus, lapis lazuli. Okay, this stuff, and the lapis lazuli, that comes from Afghanistan. Okay, I mean, it's nothing but good. Excuse me, and some heart, you know, whatever stone we feel is appropriate, sometimes red aventurine. But it just sends it out everywhere. You put that in the middle of a table when you're all reading or playing a card game or having a few beers, drinks, whatever, you're going to be feeling it. So if you have 6, 8 guests over, someone's going to, 1 or 2 people, chances are going to want to get away from the sphere because the energy, you know, is strong, and they're going to feel it in their head. And some people, because they don't understand yet, I'm not picking on them, I'm just saying, but some people, they feel that, And because it is so strong, they don't understand, and they say, that thing's evil, I'm getting away. They're just not used to it. They don't understand. I've had people say that about me. He's evil. You feel it, feel his power? He's evil. It's like, why the hell do you think that? If you're doing trim work, building a house, you use a lightweight hammer. If you're doing some roofing, probably use a 22 ounce, which is much heavier. What, the roofing hammer is evil? No, I don't think so. No, not, but whatever. Sometimes you go out and you feel like energy bar. It's like a sphere. You feel the barrier. Yeah, it's not so much a barrier as an energy field where the power comes out, stays there, then it gets a little stronger, and there's like an onion or like a different shell. Some of them, when you need them, pull you in. For the different spheres, there's basic categories of them. There's power spheres. There's centralizing, neutral, like centralizing, neutralizing, balancing spheres. Emanation spheres. Release spheres, to take things away from you. And then inward moving spheres, where you pull stuff in. Some of the spheres work actually fit in more than one or even two categories. Okay, excuse me. The power spheres: dragon sphere, unicorn sphere. Unicorn sphere also releases negative energy from you, and it fights, it attacks it, literally attacks it. And unicorn stone, we call it unicornite. It's right here. It's boronite, but chalcopyrite's the same thing for energy. So, and they're usually related with the, both of them are related. It's the arsenite too. They're all related with the number 9. Anyway, some spheres there's a healing sphere, physical and spiritual. That's made for balancing and centralizing your energy a little bit, but more for balance. The healing sphere, you can put your hands up to it, and it might start sucking you in, and then you finally, you get like here, you don't even feel it. You say, what the hell? That's just wanting you to get right near it and just take it and hold on to it. Just relax. It's because your body, your mind that runs your body is telling you, pull that thing in and hold on to it for a while. Sleep with it right next to you. So, we super glue these pieces together, all the pieces together. So, someone's telling me to hurry up. We got people coming to do some more work on finishing the electrical work, having some other stuff added to the house, anyway, especially outside. So anyway, the base idea I'm trying to get across is that some of these spheres that you'll feel them pull in, or some of them you'll push out. Just relax. Heart sphere, you're going through a real hard time, it might start sucking you in. And then later on, when you're over it, you'll start feeling it, your energy go in, and their energy coming out, and then you can feel it moving away. And then you can take it, put it near you, or if you want, just hold it. Think of someone else. Use your heart. This will crank up your heart energy, your heart focal point. It'll crank it up a lot. Then you relax. Feel, see the energy of that heart energy inside you, and you send it out to someone. Negativity sphere, you can do the same thing, fighting negativity. Unicorn energy does not like negativity. Dragon energy is incredibly powerful, incredible heart and understanding, but incredible power. Unicorn is so much stronger than you'd ever think. It's not a fluffy little cotton ball with little cotton ball pony with little flowers painted on its butt. No, They're serious. The males, when you see them, you're probably going to see them somewhat dirty because they get in there and fight. And a dragon sees something negative, dragon will look at it and say, what's the matter with you? Unicorn's going after it. They have issues with negativity. Anyway, so every person consists of different frequencies, different amounts, percentages of different various frequencies. That's who you are, your true self, spirit. The body you're in changes that a little bit, modifies it just a little bit. You're still you, but how you feel, the makeup of your body modifies it. And then the next thing you know, one sphere, normally you feel it hard pressure back, you feel pressure, tingling, and then it's pulling you in. Don't worry about it. Just go with it, okay? Remember, the stone energy that's in there is Gaia, its role, and if it has stauresonite in it, and then also Gaia. So it's their energy, not their spirit. You don't have another mind running around in your head. You have energy from another incredibly powerful being. So, and it was 240 times the mass of Jupiter. Gaia, the planet Gaia, when she had her physical body, that's in a stauresonite, and she's in essonite, but stauresonite is what's really super strong. It increases your core energy well over 1,000%. Okay, a lot of people who are strong and awake, waking up helps you utilize it, but there's, depending on who you actually are, is relative to how much the higher percentage it increases your energy, your core spirit level, energy level, power level. And it's for a lot of people it's 1,400 to 1,600%. Okay, no more moving the hands. So anyway, that's why these things are so strong, so powerful. That's why they're so important to you if you want to wake up. And that energy in there, it lasts forever. It doesn't wear down. Somebody would actually have to kill the destroy the planetary essence in there. There's only one thing that can do that, and it's devoted its existence to protecting it and everything else. So that is sure as hell will never happen. So anyway, that's these spheres that we have for sale, and there'll be other people selling them. There's no reason why you shouldn't go look at them. But the spheres that I can tell you, the spheres that have my energy in it, plus Deanna's, and then we've cranked up the spheres, that's this. I have cranked up stauresonite and given it to other people for them to make spheres out of. This is not a one-person show. Everyone's waking up all over the place. It has to be spread out, and it is, all over the globe. So it was on my docket to get to Africa and Australia before leaving this body, but you know, hey, I've done all I can, and I got done what I need to. So anyway, these spheres, no better help other than a crank up from someone who is source and knows what they're doing. You get some source energy put in you, it's going to make you a lot stronger. Period. And there's some strong source out there. Deanna's not the only one, but she's a powerhouse. And she's been with me here at the house, I don't know, a couple of years or something. But I've been doing stuff with her since 2014, I believe. So And I know for a fact she knows what she's doing with stones. She can see that. So that's why I've left everything with her. And she'll be open soon. It's not that I want to, but I can't maintain this body's existence much longer. It's time for me to be free and go to work, and I'll never be in another body again. And stones that come, my energy is so embedded into this property. That's why I fought like hell against a greedy sister. Damn, Jill's nasty. My sister Jill, she's a sick piece, man. But that's all right. She's got what she needs coming. Her spirit, she's sick, she's insane. But that's all right. Her spirit's about to be deleted. That's not a physical attack on the body. It won't be till after this body's dead and I'm free. So I don't believe much in physical harm. I believe in protecting. I've never been one to go out and want to hit someone and give them a hard time. That's just never made much sense. I've been hit a lot, but that's all right. Hit them back one time and that's enough. Leave. So when they get up real slow and you walk away, they think they're winners. Well, that's good. I never wanted any of that. Some people think they're slick. It's all about to even out. You want to get stronger, though? It's fear. These puppies are awesome. And remember, no matter how strong, you start using your energy inside, and it pulls more of you inside. Okay, but it just keeps pumping you up, making you stronger. The thing is, well, wait a minute. Okay, I'm walking over myself here. The thing is, you have to apply yourself. Okay, that doesn't mean go, ooh, I'm telekinetic. That ain't happening. Okay, a lot of people, so many people have been told that it was a lie. Sorry. And you don't see me moving stuff. For me, if I could, I wouldn't. I'm not here for people to get to know my name. I'm here for people to get some good information and the help they need. So these spheres will help you out. I'm blabbing back and forth now. My head, I'm almost knocked out. Damn it, there's one other thing I need to tell you. My brain is literally like a lead weight. I'll be right back. Oh yeah. Some proof that they do make you stronger. After a while, the spheres aren't gonna. The spheres won't hit your head as hard. So, because I've had a few people. I don't think 10 over the past few years, but I've had a few people say, Jay, can you crank up my sphere again? It lost its energy. No, it didn't. You can't, there's nothing in here except for me that could take the energy out of one of those spheres, and I'll never do that. If someone stole it from you, yeah. Then if it came back in your hands, then poof, it'd be just turned right on. Just put a cover over, an energy cover over it, and then take it off again when it comes back to you. Or if I know for a fact it ain't coming back to you, then I'll just, take the energy out of it. But if you get to that point, what's going on is just you're a whole lot stronger. Just go down to a metaphysical store nearby, set it down on the table, maybe put it up on something, a tin can or something, a little bit higher, and ask people to put their hands out here, relax, take a full breath, and just slowly, very slowly bring their hands towards that sphere. And ask them if you can feel pressure in your hands, warmth, tingling. They will. They'll be like, holy mackerel. They just, you know, it's never failed. Some people can't feel it. But as far as putting energy into something and something pulling out, it's never happened, and it never will. So, and we always use the best stones we can. And in some situations, like the shamanic journey sphere, the lapis I use for that is more like a denim lapis. It's strong, but it's soft and gentle. The reason why in the shamanic journey sphere, when you're getting powered up by that, the idea is for your pineal to be activated, but not pumped up hard, because we just want it, tingling. Okay, not make it stronger, just tingling. We want it active. Okay. Well, that's that. That'll do you some good. That information. I never made an owner's manual or user's guide for it, and my oversight, but here it is, and it's on YouTube. It's free. So it'll help. That's why I made them. And you can make them yourself. Just can't crank them up. So it's still going to help you. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one.